Welcome to another week of GV Bounce. I'm Mark McGowan.
I'm Damon Francis.
We're going to take you through round 10 of the Goulburn Valley Football League. Into the second half of the season, Damon. It's been a very interesting first half, but obviously it's opening up with Benalla and Seymour. Probably a bit of a lopsided one.
Yeah, you'd think so. Not that Seymour have been in great form either. They struggled last week against Mansfield. You were at that game. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed. I thought Seymour would win that one. I thought they just had so much on the line. They had to win at home against a similarly matched rival. A little bit disappointing.
Yeah, it looks like Jake Wood and Ben Pretty will get the jobs on power forwards, Paul Colbert and Sard. Going to be a big challenge for them, and I think they really need help. They need Benalla to win some ball in the middle of the ground and restrict Seymour going forward. Just
got to be a bit more competitive, Benalla, I think, this week. Shepparton and Swans, the first of probably three really interesting games this round. Genuine 50-50. What are your thoughts?
Oh, absolutely. I know I couldn't really tip either side. It's very difficult. Both have showed good signs at times this year, but both have really struggled at others. Brodie Abbard's obviously going to be a big key for the Swans up forward. I think both coaches acknowledged that earlier this week. But Shepparton, what do they need to do to win this game?
I think they just need to find a goal kicker. I think it's easier said than done, though. That's why I think I'll just lean towards the Swans. I think with Benny Tortala, Chris Egan, potentially Jacob Crowe, they just seem to have more goal-kicking options. And that's probably what just lent me towards them. But at the same time, wouldn't be surprised at all to see Shepparton in that one. Yeah,
for sure. Mansfield Chachura, another really interesting game. Could be a tough road trip for the for Tat. I mean, they're flying. But
the snow's falling at Mount Bull, Damon. It is he's going to be frightfully cold up there. Tat, as we were discussing a little bit ago, I mean, they've played 4 pretty straightforward games in a row, massive margins, could be right for the picking, a few players out. I think Wellington hasn't been named, we all know how important he is to them. So, if Mansfield's ever going to beat Tat, this is the one, I think, Damon.
Surely. I think Steve Daniel must know it's possibly a bit of a banana peel for them, but I'm sure he'll have his boys up for it, and could be an interesting game.
Yeah, no worries. And on to Euroa and Rochi. Probably a similar one to Benalla and Seymour. We'll probably expect Rochi to win quite easily. But it's probably going to be about Euroa, just trying to be a bit more competitive.
Well, I know that's what Dave Gleeson wants. Really disappointed last week. They got absolutely thumped by Ruben, and he was just disappointed in that they really didn't compete enough.
Yep.
So that's going to be the biggest challenge for them this week. Rochi have Sam Vale back, which is a big in for them. Not that they really need it, but it'd be nice to get him back involved.
Yeah, for their structure, Sam Vale's hugely important. I mean, Ash Watson, we all know, has had a great year, but Sam Vale really gets them going in the middle, really good with the centre clearances, and just as far as going against the top side, they need to get him back in there and back in the mode of having him there, and I think that's going to make a big difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Chuka Coabra is our next game. Another interesting one, maybe. Kai obviously really battling at present, but Chuka not exactly flying themselves.
No, they're not. They've last 2 or 3 weeks lost by 100 plus. I mean, that's not great going, but obviously we all know they've had 3 wins, sitting in 7, so probably the best of the rest. Outside the top 6, there is a bit of a gap, but they've probably established themselves as that. Playing at home as well, but Coabra and Paul Newman, isn't he on fire at the moment?
8 goals on the losing side last week against Shepparton. It was a very impressive effort. A couple of out of bounds on the full as well, so wow, if he kicked straight, they could just about have won that game off his own foot. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, but I reckon they could potentially get their Kai. I'm not ruling them out. I'll tip the Chuka, but definite chances the Bombers. Yeah, like I said, another 50-50. So many of them this week.
Yeah.
And lastly, of course, Maroubra United. Huge match, I think it's fair to say.
Really looking forward to this one,
Yep. What are you looking forward to about it? What can we expect?
I think the first topic we've got to tackle here is Jason Eagle, the big fella.
I believe the Eagle has landed.
The Eagle has landed. He's going to be a beauty. We all know about his tats. We know he's the biggest unit going around in the GV.
Yep.
You'd have to expect he's going to turn up and kick a few goals. He's got a great history against Maroubra. One of the 2 games he played against them, he managed 9 out of 13 goals. So Maroubra certainly aren't going to forget that.
How is he going to fit into the forward structure?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Brad Campbell would come out saying, he expects only 3 of the big fellas, Sam Dawes, Tim Luby, Matt Forrest, and an Eagle to play in there at one time, but Quarrel countered that by saying, no, all 4 are definitely going to be there. I'll guarantee they'll be there. And I think that's because he has big doubts on Maroubra's defence.
Do they have the cattle back there to man those 4 players?
It's going to be interesting. I think some of the good, they rely on the Tweddles and the Colliers and these sort of guys to, I guess, play, not necessarily have a genuine opponent, so they can get a lot of attack and rebound out of there. But I think those guys this week are going to have to be a bit more accountable.
And how key is the midfield battle going to be? That's got to be where Maroubra gets his job done, surely.
Yeah, well, that's, again, I was struggling to tip this one, but that's where I think it tilts just in the Cats' favour. You've got Ash Hockey back from suspension, Wayne Patak, his second game back from injury, Michael Roberts is in great form, Jordan Suter's moved out of the forward line and he's becoming a really good presence in the midfield as well. You've got guys like Kane Atkinson kicking goals, having stints on the wing. They've just got so many good guys in there, and what I really like about the Cats is how versatile they are. They can play a free-flowing, high-scoring game, but then they can also get into a scrap and beat teams like they did against the Turin in round one.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's going to be a fantastic game. I'm back in the Cats as well, but only just. It's going to be a fantastic round of GV footy, so get down to your local game and check it out.